And we're back here on the Team SMI Starting Lineup Media Day presented by SMI. And what a turnout we have. Temple High School has come and shown out. I thought I said Mount Zion was the most well-represented school, but I think Temple is a little more well-represented today. So they've got the title for that. Joined today by Coach Scotty Ward, Mikhail Nordholm, and Deadrick Cook. Perfect. All right, awesome. We're excited to have the Temple Tigers with us today here. And obviously the season last year, not what we wanted, but it's a new season. And I think your football team only lost, six seniors off last year's team. So you got a good squad coming back. And just talk a little bit about that first.
Okay. We have about 12 seniors. We got about 20 juniors, or 22 really juniors, I guess. So we have in our upper class now, we got some guys who had some chances to play, especially as our 10th graders that were last year who will be juniors this year. We at times we were playing 8 and 9 on defense and a bunch on offense too. So they got a lot of playing time, so hopefully it translates into something good this year.
Awesome.
Well, Coach,
yes.
This year, you got some changes amongst, your coaching staff this year. And so that being said, philosophy-wise, has that changed a lot of things? We're bringing in a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator. I know you can't give away all your secrets to start with, but like I said, just kind of.
I got you. Defensively, we are going to be a little different. I think it's going to be more sound for us. I think it's going to give our kids a chance to run to the football a little more. I expect us to really be solid on the backside, especially in secondary too. Offensively, we did bring in a guy in who has a bunch of years coaching in Alabama. He retired from there, and for the last 21, well, not counting last year, but for 21 years, he's offensive coordinator at Cleveland County High School. So he got some pro throws and Tyrone pro throws and those cats playing over there. So he brings something a little different than what we've been doing. I will say that hopefully it translates to a little more balanced attack. We're looking to try to throw the football a little more, but still we're going to live and die by the run for the most part. So.
And Scooter's going to be your guy at quarterback again, right? I love that name.
Scooter. Ronald Scooter Tanner will be our starting quarterback. Yes, he is back. He had a nasty break last year, but he's back 100%, and he's had a good summer. He really has. He's thrown the ball well, so we're expecting big things from him.
Now, losing a guy like Damar Ivy, obviously, that's going to hurt any football team. He was a great player for you guys, and I'm sure a great leader who's been able to step up in that role in the offseason so far for you guys.
At running back, we got a couple of guys who have a chance to really to be big for us. Phillip Johnson, who we went through so many quarterbacks last year. We went through 7, and he actually played quarterback the last game of the year last year and ended up having a great game against Lamar County. We didn't win, but he ended up rushing for about 134 yards. So he's going to step in and be our tailback this year. He's a big kid. He's about 6'1", 200 pounds. So he has a chance to be really good. We got Javonde Elder, who's a kid who's more quick and stuff, and then Clemente Taylor, a little scat back also. And then for people who don't know, we Justin Isler is really going to play some fullback for us too this year at 235 pounds. So hopefully we can.
That's a big boy.
Yeah. So. That way we got some depth a little bit, so we're looking to run the football. So
before I pass it over to you guys, the one thing I just heard was 7 quarterbacks. 7 quarterbacks. Yeah. You know what I didn't hear out of them the whole year last year? Any complaints. A lot of times, you got a team that goes through that many players, injuries, you hear complaining. I haven't heard a lot of complaining from you, Coach.
You just have to play. I mean, we couldn't ever find that guy after Scooter got hurt to really step up and be a quarterback for us that could do everything that we needed to get done. And you try different things, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And the last game of the season, really, Phillip went in basically the second half of the season, and once we put the football in his hand, or the second half of the game against Lamar County, we put the football in his hands, and he really did some great things. So we knew we got something special, hopefully.
That's absolutely incredible. That's incredible.
So.
I'm just still in awe.
And see, we don't know. We just get scores and stuff. We don't know that stuff, and people don't know that stuff. But that's huge.
We played a bunch of young kids, and the last three games we got beat by Jordan, we got beat by Spencer, we got beat by Lamar County.
All 3 close games.
They're all within 12 points in the final score.
Right.
So, the 3 big boys last year, of course, Callaway, Hurd, and Bremen, we didn't play well with them, but the last 3 games of the season, it was so important for us not to quit and never give up. And I thought we played hard against all of them. Spencer beat us with 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
They completed a 4th and 25 or something like that. It was something ridiculous, and ended up scoring late. And but our kids never quit and they never gave up, and I'm hoping that really translates into something big this year.
Now, fellas, let me give you a little history about Temple, okay? Years ago, Temple had a band, but they didn't have a football team. So their band played for Mount Zion. When I found out that Temple was going to have a football team, I was glad because Temple deserved it. But the people in this area laughed. Well, I think, 2 years ago, Coach, y'all were in the playoffs, isn't that right? Yes. I don't think people are going to laugh at Temple anymore. So my question to both of you guys is, how are you going to keep people from laughing at Temple anymore? Either one of you want to start out. How are you going to do it?
We work hard in the weight room. On the field. The results from the weight room will show.
Yeah.
They will show.
Yeah.
And on the field, we work hard, like every day at practice for however long we're out there, and we just gonna come together as a team this year and get it done.
And Mr. Cook, tell me how what is your plan to keep people from laughing at Temple?
Like Kel said, we work hard and we're like a different program this year.
Yeah.
I feel like we can do different things.
And you're going back to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With what you guys have got in that region, being battle tested and really working on it, and then the non-region games that you guys have picked up and a lot of that stuff, it prepares you and it's getting you guys ready. And now looking at the philosophy piece of what you guys are working on now, talk about how just since, let's see, one coach got hired before the other one did. So talk about how defensively things have changed about what you guys see amongst your teammates. Because now, like Coach mentioned, with 30-something upperclassmen, that's a lot for Temple.
It is.
In comparison to what it's been always in the past. So talk about that transition kind of defensively, what you guys are seeing as leaders amongst your team with people doing, and then what you guys are seeing offensively now that the other changes have taken place.
I feel like certain people on the team know their role, and like we have to all step up together. And like we're just, I don't know, it's just a different environment.
And as a lineman, what are you now seeing now offensively? Kind of what you guys.
Up there doing the O-line work and stuff. We work hard every day. Offensively, there's some changes, but we're getting together and everything. Things are clicking that like in the past that haven't clicked before, and you can tell that this Temple team is like a different breed.
And it helps when you get out there and you got right now one quarterback taking all snaps.
That's probably
it does.
That probably helps.
Well, it helps, but we got to make sure that we're prepared for everything. Yeah. So we are trying to slide some other kids in and get some reps here and there too. But for the most part, Scooter's getting most of the reps. Yes.
So you obviously we can talk about the non-region schedule a little bit. We're looking at Putnam County on August the 30th, and then you've got Kendrick and Mount Zion. So tough little schedule before you get started with a really tough region.
Well, then we got Northwest Whitfield, who last year.
Are they 5A or are they 4A?
4A.
4A, yeah.
But we did not play well at all up there either, and it was. I'm excited about that game, just in the fact that we need to make a statement for us as a football program that because we got handled up there last year, And to me, that's going to be a big game for us early. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shoot, Mount Zion in this county is huge, but when you start stepping out into 4A, some places that play pretty good football, and they're bigger than you are, but you got a chance, and I'm excited about that opportunity. I really am. So
awesome.
But yeah, then the region comes around. Yes.
Yeah, that's a different animal.
Yes, it is.
One game at a time.
Now, you two guys again. There's a thing that people do that I like, and that is they have their kids, and kids look up to football players. So when you go to sleep at night, or when you finished your football season last year, what was one thing that you decided wasn't going to happen anymore, so that both of you, so that you could be a better example to the kids in Temple? One thing that you decided that you were going to do to make you a better example for the kids in Temple. I know that's a tough one, and I know it's not on this sheet. But that's something that I'm big, so I'm giving you time to think. But that's something that I really believe in. I believe athletes are examples.
Absolutely. And they are every day.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter in the hallways, out in the community, wherever they are. So always.
Shoot me one of your ideas.
No, me being a junior last year, I mean, I feel like I was one of the leaders, but this year I was stepping up more to be a leader.
Yeah.
And it's just not, I mean, of course for the little kids and everything, but like Coach Ward said, in the hallways, outside of school, wearing my jersey and stuff, just showing like I know how to act, and the leadership, it's a big part, leadership.
Awesome. What about you, DJ?
Well, like, you just really want to be a positive person and, like, give back to the community and stuff like that, because, like, little kids look up to stuff like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
So one thing at the end, we could take a look at the end of the season. What do we expect the Temple Tigers to have accomplished?
I'm not going to make predictions. I've never.
And I like that. I don't want you to make any predictions.
I have never been that guy.
Yeah.
I will say, with as much honesty as I know how, I think this football team has a chance to be the best football team that Temple High School's ever had. But it's going to take a lot of growing up in the next month. When we strap them pads on Thursday, it's got to be a difference in what that weight room has made for us in the last, especially two or 3 months. And Kel Singleton came in, and he has been amazing in the weight room. Our kids made great strides. We had 22 that cleaned over 225 yesterday.
Whoa.
So, we had 10 kids that ran, and I probably shouldn't say this, but we had 10 kids that ran 4.7 or better yesterday.
Oh, God.
So we have an opportunity to be a good football team. I think the biggest thing is how are they going to respond in this next month? And Pepperell's important and Rockmar's important for our success, but the big picture is we have a month to get ready for Putnam County.
Absolutely.
And how we do that is going to be really important, and how far we go this season is going to come down to how much they truly really want it. We got some kids who have some of the most athletic ability that I've ever been around, and I've been in South Georgia and watched a lot of good football there. We have a chance to be special, especially for Temple High School, and I'm excited about it. We're going to play a brand of football, I hope, that everybody will love to come and watch us play.
Awesome.
Period.
Well, that makes me excited to get out and see some Temple football. We're really looking forward to covering you guys once again this year, and we look for bigger and better things on the 2019 campaign.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much. We got one more team, and did they say save the best for last? Are we going to do that?
Well, we may have saved the best for right now, because I'm going to tell you something. Nobody's going to laugh at Temple anymore, baby. Awesome. Nobody.
It's the Team SMI Starting Lineup Media Day presented by SMI. We got Villa Rica High School next, right here on the Graddick Sports Radio Network.